Hello, Libra. Welcome to your monthly reading for May 2024. This is for Libra and Libra rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Libra, this is the month. This is the month. If there is a month that feels like a standing ovation, this is it. This is a month with wishes coming true. This is a month where you feel like you hit the golden buzzer. This is a month where you could meet your soulmate. This is a hugely, enormously lucky month. This is absolutely, it's going to be memorable. It is the best, luckiest month of 2024. And it's not only because the best, luckiest day of 2024 happens to be in May, but there are so many rare aspects that just happen to be in May. Some that are once a year aspects, again, just happens to be all bundled in May. It is definitely going to be unforgettable. And your life is already changing, especially after the eclipses and, the Jupiter Uranus conjunction. There's been so many changes, but think of those aspects as like a slingshot. All right. Now you're in the month where you want to be. This is going to be, again, a memorable month. It's very optimistic. It's very promising. There's just so many great things. And the biggest day will be May 18th. So go ahead and mark that in your calendar. That will be when the sun conjuncts Jupiter. That is the best day, luckiest day of the year. Okay. That happens to be in this May. All right. Now, this is an aspect that happens once a year. So it happens every year. Again, it just happens to be this May. Now, this is a day that is so nice, but it's so enormously special because it's like you holding the Sorcerer's Stone. It is you finding the Holy Grail. It's you with one of those metal detectors, and you discover Kermit the Frog. Whatever you want, Libra. You got this, okay? You can have whatever you want this month. It's one of those months. This is definitely going to be really nice. Now, just for reference, just to give you a little perspective, remember how I said it happens every year. So last year it happened April 11th, 2023. Okay, so think about what happened for you around that time. Could have been something with partnerships and relationships for y'all, but remember, this is a conjunction. The sun conjuncting Jupiter, and it's very powerfully charged, and so you can feel it like a day after, 2 days after. Just to give you perspective, for me, what happened for me last year during the sun conjuncting Jupiter, at my full-time job, I got not only a promotion, but I got a raise more than what I had asked for. So that's something like, just give you a little idea. Now, every Libra's different. Every Libra's going to feel it in a different way. Now, this is going to be very interesting. The sun conjuncting Jupiter will be happening in Taurus in your 8th house. Hugely transformative moment for you. Huge 8th house is transformation, death and rebirth, life cycles. It's also shared resources. It's money, okay? Inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions. It's also intimacy. There's something here, okay? Remember, Mars will be in Aries all month long with the North Node in your 7th house of partnership. So there is something here for y'all. There's something here for you. Now, the reason why this is even more distinguished than what happened last year is because on the same day as May 18th is when Venus will conjunct Uranus. So, oh my goodness. Wow. So not only are lucky things happening around this time, but even a lot of lucky things that you just never saw coming. Uranus is all about breakthroughs. And then remember, Venus, your ruling planet at play here, okay? Your ruling planet, love, relationships. So there's something here. Now, if you're not here for love, relationships, remember, this can be career, finding, maybe starting a business with, a party, you get that investment. There's something here, okay? Just pay attention to this and mark it down. And you see just the fact that we have the second conjunction on this day increases the odds. I mean, this is just so nice. Now, another day I want you to mark down is May 7th. We have the new moon in Taurus. Now, what makes this new moon very different from all the other new moons that we've had? Well, because at this point, we got Venus, Uranus, the sun, and Jupiter in Taurus with this new moon. Wow. Your life is changing. Your life is changing. This is so special. This is so special. And remember, new moons, new beginnings, new cycles. You definitely want to start something new around this time. Put your energy out there. Really set those intentions. This is definitely going to be one for the books. And if you want to think about May 15th to the 23rd, Mercury will enter Taurus at that point. So you still have 5 planets in Taurus at this time. And remember, Taurus rules your 8th house. Again, that you're going through this big transformation, okay? Really big transformation, but other people's money's involved. There's shared resources. There's intimacy. There's so much happening here. It's just unbelievable. And what's really great about this is that this new moon has just such a nice harmonious link to Saturn at this point. Saturn brings that stability. I really love it. Now on May 23rd, so basically this new moon is like something setting you up for major success and this big transformation. Now May 23rd, we have the full moon in Sagittarius. Now if you saw my yearly forecast for you, my annual forecast for you for 2024, you'll remember I said this is my favorite full moon of the year. My favorite. This full moon in Sagittarius is very optimistic. It is so there's this adventurous spirit to it. I absolutely love this too. There's this freeness to it. Now, what makes this full moon even more special? Well, on May 23rd, not only will Venus move into Gemini, but Venus will conjunct Jupiter. So the second best day of the year happens to be in May. Now, this is arguable. There's another day in May that in June that I'm just like, oh my, they're up there together, they're neck to neck. And I'll tell you when we get to June what that day is, but June is also very special too. But this is just so nice. Venus and Jupiter, the 2 benefic planets, conjuncting basically in this really powerful, highly charged aspect that where they're saying, they're getting together. They're getting together to say, what can we do for Libra to make their life even more special? Like, this is so nice. Now, I'm not even done. Venus will sextile Neptune that day, and Jupiter will sextile Neptune that day. Now, Jupiter sextiling Neptune, Libra. Come on, Libra Nation. I got to tell you, this has not happened since 2020. This has not happened since 2020. Now, and it will not happen again until 2033. Wow, Libra. Like when I say rare, this is rare. And this is one we're going to talk about more in the weekly readings, but also we'll talk about this later in this reading too. But this is just this is total enlightenment, very spiritually moving. Like when you think of the word manifestation, it's pretty much like this aspect is all about that. I love this. So take advantage, break out the crystals, do your thing. Make a fun little, make a hat made out of crystals or something. I mean, this is just going to be a really nice day. Now, just put that energy out there. And it is, the full moon will be in Sagittarius in the 3rd house. So 3rd house is communication. It's writing, researching. It's learning new things. There's something new happening here. There's something new that's expanding your horizons. And there's just some, even, you could get good news around this time. It's also siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. So there's a touch of family around here as well as short distance travel. There's some big things happening around that. All right. So now May 25th, another big day that I want you to mark down because Jupiter is officially moving into Gemini. This is going to be massive. And this is you going on this huge spiritual journey. And you're going to feel a lot more, in touch with your intuitive side because Jupiter in Gemini is going to be there for an entire year until June 2025. This is the first outer planet changing signs this year. Okay. It hasn't happened since 2012. Jupiter has not been in Gemini since 2012. This is going to be absolutely amazing. It's in your 9th house. Okay. So there is possibly a lot of y'all that are going to be traveling this month, but Jupiter and Gemini in your 9th house for a year. 9th house is spirituality. It's higher mind. It's education. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all decide to become educators or if you decide to learn, go back to school, do something with education. I would not be surprised if you start writing a book. 9th house is publishing. You have a lot of luck in that area. All right. Out of all the signs, right? Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion. I mean, this is very nice. Everyone's going to feel this shift. But you will definitely feel it in your 9th house. So this is definitely, you're definitely gonna see your world start expanding around this time. And it's very, social too. Jupiter in Gemini. Did I mention foreign cultures, foreign lands? There could be something there. There could be something there for y'all. But really, really love this because the same day Venus will trine Pluto. This is just that smoldering intensity that's just so nice, and it's just all about your passions and relationships too. I mean, we're talking about Venus here. So I really, really love this day. A lot of intimacy around this time too. A lot of sexual energy, to be honest, with Venus trining Pluto. So because the fact that Pluto is in Aquarius in your fifth house is huge. All right, remember that's fifth house is pleasure, it's love, it's romance. All right, so there is so much activity around there, and fifth house is also sex. And then you've got Uranus, Jupiter. Like there's so much happening. There's so much happening for y'all. But just know this is going to be a month to remember. Now, just also remember Venus will be in Taurus until the 23rd, and then that's when it moves into Gemini. So you're gonna definitely feel the shift. Mars will be in Aries, like I said, all month long in your seventh house. Partnerships, relationships. You're gonna feel a lot of activity in that area, a lot of passion, a lot of drive, ambition, and again, it can be career, it can be love, whatever resonates with you. But there is gonna be this, I don't know, Mars in Aries is just fired up. It's like a bullet train. This is gonna be really, really big. So let's go ahead and get started. This is gonna be a big month. If you're new to my channel, after I do your spread, stick around. I break it down and pull out more cards, and I tell you what's going on week by week. I haven't even talked about half the. I mean, that was just a tiny. Those were just the high level stuff. Like we've got other big stuff. We have the Sun conjuncting Uranus. We've got Mercury conjuncting Uranus. We've got the Sun trining Pluto. We have so many major auspicious aspects. Powerful too, especially with Pluto at play here. So there is definitely going to be a lot of activity in terms of love, creativity, procreation, recreation that y'all are going to experience this month. Okay. So, and again, the other thing is, if you are new to my channel, I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box. All right, so Libra Nation, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you for May 2024. Again, this is for Libra and Libra rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to if you want more insight into those areas of your life. So Libra, let's get started. See what's going on for you for May 2024 Libra. Oh my goodness, Libra. What was I going to say? Oh, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Secondly, Libra, I will be talking a little bit faster than normal. There's a lot to talk about here. And I don't want you to miss an inch of it. There's so much. I want you to get really excited about what's happening this month. Okay, so Libra. Oh my goodness. You're good. You're good. I can't even. Wow. I've never seen. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something later, but let's get started. You're really good, which is coming true. Things are happening for you. This is going to be a month to remember. Now, you did get the Five of Swords, okay? You got the Five of Swords. Very interesting. Remember that this is coming up in your recent past, so there could have been some inner conflict is the biggest thing that's coming up for me. There could have been a lot of things where you weren't seeing eye to eye. There could have been some moments that kind of you were a little frustrated, but there could have also been a sense of like you feeling defeated in an area as well. That is also coming up too. So I want you to know that we're moving past this now, right, Libra? Okay, so we're moving past this. It is a challenge card, but it is a card where it is all about self-respect, self-dignity, and you are going through this very, very transformational month. I mean, you've got 5 planets, up to 6 planets in your 8th house of transformation, and so you are definitely going through these experiences, and they're gonna just everything's just gonna get. You can see here. Like not even just better, like just it's like that. Wow, this is amazing. But also this is, remember, have those moments. If you feel that inner conflict, just remember, trust your intuition. That's what's going to help the most. It's really going to have that impact. It's going to really move the needle for you. Okay, really trusting your intuition. Even with the 8th house, there's that depth to it. Okay, and then all this movement into your 9th house, into spirituality, which is going to be really nice for you. But just know that you want to clear the air before you move into the 9 of Cups in the heart of your spread. You're good. So this is the card where it's a lot of. Can I just show you something? So I know I go in order here. I've never seen. I've been doing this for a long time. I've never had in this type of spread the Nine of Cups with the Ten of Cups. You're good. So so this is a lot of this is a card of satisfaction. Everything's good. Everything's good. You can even see him very complacent, very happy. This is the card of, the wish is coming true. Like I said, this month, there are some wishes coming true for you. A lot, possibly a lot. I mean, put your energy out there. Take that action, right? Take that action. But wow. Come on. Come on. Very nice. You even see him sitting there like a genie in a bottle. All right. So you see the cups aligned over his head. And there is a sense of, and what I love about this coming after the Five of Swords, especially, is that you do see, it's almost as if he's, you know, showing off his cups like they're trophies, like very proud of like, look how far I've come. Look at what's happening. Like, I love this for you. Okay. I love this for you so much that I'm hitting the microphone with my face. This is really great. So I really, really want you to know that your daily life could start changing too. Okay. Keep that in mind. Remember, you've got Saturn, Neptune, but two planets that are going to be very active in Pisces in your sixth house, right? So there's, and these are two Pisces cards, by the way. Okay. And you have the Hanged Man in your crown, which is attributed to Neptune, which is in Pisces as well. So that Pisces rules your sixth house. So that's everyday activities. That's your daily routines. It's also, work, labor is part of that as well. Health and fitness. There's a lot of a lot of momentum, but a lot of things that you want that's happening. Now, you do have the Page of Swords in your challenge area. Okay, so just there could be a sense of being a little impulsive. That could be, there's this impulsive part of you. And again, I'm not surprised with these Pluto conjunctions that are happening. There's a lot that's happening this month, okay? And so there could, just remember there's, I'm just going to tell you something here. This is a guy he's young. Yeah. He's very enthusiastic, but it's in your challenge area. So there is a sense of like maybe being a little bit too impulsive in maybe thinking about things. Swords are the mental suit, but it really is just being able to see eye to eye with people this month, okay? And being with yourself, all right? Just having that, being in the zone of true Libra energy. I always say, like, this is like, think about going on a camping trip, right? I made this reference before. You're on a camping trip. You've hiked 15 miles, you and all your friends, and you decide mutually, let's all sit down for 10 minutes and have a little bit of a Gatorade break, whatever it is. There is that one person, that one person in your group that 2 minutes into, he's like, all right, everybody get up, let's get going, let's get do it. So that's what I mean by just see eye to eye with people and just don't be a little too like, okay. Now, but I don't even see, like, it's not even like, wow, it's just going to be, you're going to do a lot of deep reflection this month is what you're going to be doing as well. Now, I say that because you got the Hanged Man and the Moon, all right? So Hanged Man in your crown, as I said, attributed to Neptune, okay? So, in Neptune being in Pisces, but the bigger picture here is that you are seeking this transformation. There's nothing more you want than this transformation. And what's happening this month when you feel that shift of everything moving into this Gemini energy, right? Jupiter, the sun, Venus, all moving into Gemini, into your ninth house of spirituality, okay? And you're going to feel a lot of that with that Pluto, all the Pluto conjunctions to Pluto being in Aquarius. So a lot of mental activity too. Those are two air signs, right? So anyway, the Hanged Man, you see a lot of enlightenment here, all right, around his head. He's excited about this transformation. He's super excited about this transformation. In fact, the Hanged Man comes right before the Death card, the card of transformation, okay? So very nice. Just be in that mindset, that headspace, just ready to have this deeply profound transformative experience. Your life is going to change this month, okay? Remember what I said about the halo around his head with all that enlightenment. You see that here in the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups as well, okay? So you're moving into all this enlightenment. It can be a lot of spiritual enlightenment too, but remember, there are some things that you may want to surrender to as you move into this new chapter, this new journey in your life, and a lot of it, remember, is that Five of Swords energy as well. Now, you do have the Moon in the root of your spread, so Can I just tell you how crazy this is? Remember I said these cards are attributed to Pisces, right? And then you have the Hanged Man attributed to, and associated to Neptune, which is currently in Pisces. Now you have the Moon in Tarot attributed to Pisces. Okay, I know in astrology it's Cancer, but in Tarot it's Pisces. So now you have a lot of Pisces energy, which is very, very interesting. Again, your sixth house of everyday activities, like your life is gonna change. Your life is gonna change, but definitely be in that mindset where it's more tapping into your intuition. Remember, you're moving into your ninth house of spirituality. And so your intuition is going to be like deeply enhanced. And you are going to, when you are in touch with your intuition, listening to your inner voice, being in touch with your higher self, everything is just cool. Everything's cool. You make karmically sound decisions. You have no stress. Like everything's great. Everything's great. Okay. And so the moon and the root of your spread. So just go deep, go deep. You may do that this month too. You may have some deep reflective moments. And a lot of it could be even like facing some fears that you have that is going to empower you right now too. And that is going to be, and again, we'll talk about some of these aspects, but there you go. With the 10 of Cups in your future, you're good. You're fine. You're good. You're absolutely good. A lot of enjoyment, a lot of joy. This is a card of just so much happiness. So much happiness. Now, remember, you have Pluto very active in Aquarius in your fifth house of love, pleasure, joy, relationships, family, children, all of that. And you see that in this card as well. You see the happy couple. You see the happy children, the happy family, happy everything, okay? Cups. It's love, it's your emotions, it's, and there's a lot of enlightenment here. In fact, you see the cups in the rainbow, the only rainbow in tarot, indicating this promising future. I mean, there is a lot of changes that are about to happen for you, and there is a sense of you moving into all this just satisfaction. Anyway, let's get to your stuff. Libra Nation, wow, this is amazing. You, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, all that fun algorithm stuff. Leave comments. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. I want to hear. I want to know. And y'all are amazing. You know I love you. Okay. Oh my gosh. And there you go. You get mic drop. Like, okay. Yeah. So you are definitely going to go. So you're good. You're good. Look at, you're good. Okay. But you are definitely going to go through this deeply, and allow it, okay? Really, really harness it, okay? This deep transformation. You may have like those big questions too and have those moments, but definitely get in a place where you are just spiritually in tune, okay? You did get the 5 of Pentacles. Now, again, this is actually a Taurus card. So remember, Taurus rules your 8th house of transformation. So there could be a lot of deep reflection that you have to do because this card, these two people are really focused on their plight. They're really just saying like, nothing ever happens for me, and they feel like they're in a bad place, and they're in this, place where they just feel a little lost, and there could be a little bit of that. But this, where it falls in your stuff, it really is just saying if you feel that way, especially with the moon and the root of your spread, all right, remember, trust your intuition and know that all these beautiful, amazing things are going to happen for you. So it all comes down to your energy, okay? I talk about energy all the time. Everything is made of vibrations. We all vibrate at a certain frequency, down to the molecular level. Energy attracts energy. Being in touch with that high energy, right? Being in that high energy frequency. So it is going to be a transformative month for you. And there could be some part of you just really dwelling on some things. But remember, you are the one that wants to let that go. You're the one that wants to have that transformation. So be willing to make, like the Hanged Man who makes this big sacrifice and big surrender. Be sure to make that surrender and sacrifice and let those parts of you go that are not serving you well. In fact, I'll tell you now, Pluto is going to go retrograde this month, and that really is going to allow you to have this, deeper connection in terms of like, even confronting your shadow side. All right. And so where you come out feeling fully empowered and knowing that everything's going to be amazing for you because, okay, so you got the Queen of Pentacles, absolutely amazing. There you go, Queen of Pentacles. She has this maternal side to her that I really love. She's very practical, so much kindness, but she does have the resources to build the world that she wants. She also has resources. She's a richest queen, right? So the resources to also support others and help others and look out for others and take care of others with the resources what she wants. So she being in your external factors area, there could be some that comes through and really just opens up doors for you. You could also feel this sense of like maternal love around this time too, through some support system. And just remember, be open to that as well. Okay, be open to that as well, because that may, Jupiter in Gemini is a very social aspect. Sun in Gemini as well, even Venus in Gemini, by the way. And so you can even see these two people. Remember, I said they're so focused on their plight, they're looking down. They can't even see they're literally outside a church, and that you see the pentacles shaped in the anchor in an anchor. So it's almost like this anchor of hope. So there is a sense of like almost refusing to reach out to people when that you have this huge support system. I mean, you're Libras, y'all are so social. Anyway, you know that you're going to be great. Look at this with the Queen of Pentacles, and some of y'all may feel that too. There is the sense of world building here that I really love with the Queen of Pentacles, almost like a fairy tale that I really love. In fact, I'm going to show you. You do see the little bunny rabbit in the corner here. So there's that sense of like fertility and growth and even this newness that I'm feeling as well. Something new is happening for you, which is really, really, really nice. And now you have the Knight of Wands. Absolutely amazing. This is really great. This is you're fired up. You're ready to go. A lot of y'all are going to travel. Y'all know that, right? Y'all are going to be a lot of y'all going to be traveling in May, so that's going to be very exciting. But this is Knight of Wands is double fire, so really feeling that fiery, like let's go, like just you're going to feel restless, energetic. A lot happening. Okay, even again physically, there could be with Mars and Aries. It's just so nice for you, but really just nothing can stop you now. Nothing can stop you now. And lastly, boom, you've got the Empress in your final outcome. You're good. You're absolutely good. This is absolutely amazing. The Empress. This is a lot of comfort. This is love, unconditional love. This is being in touch with your superconscious. This is your soul glorified. This is everything. This is everything. She holds a golden scepter that creates all this abundance. I mean, she's sitting in abundance, okay? Everything she touches turns to gold. You've got a lot to look forward to. You got a lot to look forward to. With Pluto and Aquarius, again, a lot of maternal energy that is coming through for a lot of y'all, okay? So even with the Queen of Pentacles here as well, she has it as well. But Pluto and Aquarius also, like there could be, with its new things. The Empress is a 3. Not only is she pregnant, so a lot of y'all, again, there could be that happening this month, finding out about pregnancy or someone in your family, because there's so much family energy. But even still, there's her being a 3, that it's the birth of new things. There's something new for sure happening here. There's something new that's going to bring you a lot of enjoyment and abundance. And you also see she has a symbol of Venus in her stone-shaped heart there. So Venus, love, relationships, money too. Yeah, money too. I said abundance. I mean, you do have all these planets in your 8th house. So you're good. You're absolutely good. You're absolutely good. I don't even know what to say. I mean, there's a lot of sensuality with, and Venus will be in Taurus, remember, in its domicile until May 23rd. There's a lot of sexuality with Empress as well. You're good. You're good. So Libra, let's get to it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, first week of May, like I said, we actually kick it off on May 2nd with Pluto going retrograde. Like I said earlier, that's really great. It's really great for you to step back and really just, identify things that have been maybe intense for you or challenging and like overcome those things, right? Really facing things. Pluto is a planet that asks, are you going to fear me? Or are you going to own me, right? So it's that empowerment energy that comes through, and there is a sense of like regeneration that I really love here. Okay, I really love this. So Pluto will be retrograde. It's a first outer planet going retrograde this year and until October. So take advantage of this. This is really tapping into your authentic self. And then May 3rd, just the next day, Mars exile Pluto. Oh my goodness. So you see, like right off the bat this month, you just have this, just boom, 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 opportunities. This is absolutely amazing. Mars exiling Pluto, by the way, is like fearless energy. It's there you go. Okay. Nothing can stop me now. It's go big or go home. It is, wow. It's that two very powerful planets. Okay. It's, did you ever see Billy Elliot? That's it. That's what it is. Remember that scene when he's dancing and his dad comes in and he pauses for a little bit, but then he dances his heart out. That is Mars sextiling Pluto. I absolutely love this, and just feel it. Just really feel it. Feel that drive. Feel it's very goal oriented. It's also very physical too. So you may just feel very physically, remember Pluto brings that intensity. Pluto retrograde softens that intensity. It's still there, but it's like bring it home energy. Make that magic happen. And Mars sextiling Pluto once a year aspect. Okay, so take advantage of this. Remember, I'm going to be naming a lot of aspects that are rare because they only happen once a year, and a lot of them are happening this month. Now, on May 6th, the Sun will sextile Saturn. Amazing. This is actually really, really, really nice. What I love about this is that Saturn is a planet of hard knocks, responsibility, limitations, restrictions, all of that, working hard. The Sun is basically giving Saturn like this fun little pat on the behind. Okay. This is a really nice, this is like feeling that you're making progress. This is you getting recognized. This is you even getting like that support from authority figures. Even traditionally, like the Sun represents your father. There could be, you have so much family energy, so there could be something there with there or even just like an authority figure that at play here. But just think of this as this blessing of a day. This is just so nice. And this is the only time this aspect will happen this year. Now, on May 7th, now we're getting to Tuesday, May 7th, the very special new moon in Taurus, where we have a bundle of planets in Taurus. Oh my goodness. Venus, Uranus, Sun, Jupiter. I mean, talk about a concentration of all these wonderful planets that are really amplifying this new moon. Again, in your 8th house. I mean, there's definitely some really big things to get excited about here. And, this is really nice because it has a great harmonious link to Saturn here. Saturn bringing that longevity energy. And so it really is just this is a very, very nice aspect that I want you to definitely set intention. So let's see what's going on for you, Libra, for the first week of May. Two of Pentacles. All right, so looks like things are going to start shift right away for you. Wow. There is a sense of like there is a lot of coming together. Things are coming together, but in order for things to come together, remember there are some things that you might have to surrender, okay? And it doesn't mean you have to drop something completely, but there may be a sense of like prioritizing something over something else. And yes, it can have to do with money. It is Pentacles, money, finances. Could also do with something with home, right? There is, this is a Capricorn card. Capricorn rules your 4th house, home, domestic sector, family, children, significant other. But Pentacles are earthbound, okay? So there's this timelessness that's happening here, that the stability, that it's something in your physical world that I really love, but it's almost like, he is that juggler. So it's this balancing act. But again, this is, for me, there's a sense of things coming together for you around this time. That's really, really nice. And it could be something new does come through. And now you got to figure, what do I do? What do I do? All right. So now, second week of May, there's, actually, let's start with Sunday on the 12th, May 12th. If you are here for Mother's Day, I mean, hey, I remember what I said, a lot of maternal energy here, but on the 12th, the moon in Cancer, the moon home in Cancer, Venus in Taurus, Venus home in Taurus. Mother's Day is going to be exceptional. This is so nice. Now, on May 13th, the Sun conjuncting Uranus. Absolutely amazing. This is a day where you could just get just unexpected, surprising news come out of nowhere. All right. You could also have these brilliant ideas that come out of nowhere. You could have these huge, just something surprising, this huge breakthrough. That's what Uranus is. It's all about breakthroughs. Okay. It's all about breakthroughs and surprises and the unexpected. And it's conjuncting the Sun. Oh my goodness. So this is an absolutely amazing day. There is a sense of freeness here, the sense of freedom that I really love. Remember, Uranus has that rebellious side to it. Okay. So
but it's conjuncting the sun, so it's nice. It's like this. I don't know if you ever saw that movie with Sarah Jessica Parker back in the '80s. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Remember when her parents were just like they were like, you cannot enter, you cannot go to that dance competition. She snuck out. She snuck out at night. She went to that dance competition and she won. And she won. Okay. Now, the sun conjuncting Uranus, once a year aspect. Okay. Once a year. It's only happening once. And it's had this day, May 13th. Okay. Now, what makes this day special? The same day, Venus sextiling Saturn. So, again, that like longevity energy. But this is like enduring. And this is love, relationships. This is true love energy. I love it. Like commitment energy on a whole other level. Now, remember, Venus is also money. It's also creativity, but I really love it. And it is a good time to do business too. I really, there could be something here. There could be something here for you in terms of that as well. Now, on May 15th, Mercury officially moves into Taurus. We'll talk about this in the weekly reading. This is just, being a lot more, Mercury in Taurus is definitely a lot more, grounded than Mercury being in Aries. Okay. Taurus being an earth sign, of course, a lot of, practicality, very logic oriented, but this is, a nice little slowdown, even can be like very sensual, especially, for y'all, because it is in your 8th house. There is love. A lot of y'all, there could be like love stuff happening for y'all. You did get the Empress in your final outcome, but anyway, we'll talk about this more in the weekly reading. Now on the 17th, 2 days later, Mercury will square Pluto. This is the only square this month. The only square. So do you see how that itself makes, again, the fact that it's the only square, come on, only one square the entire month, the only major square. Now, Mercury squaring Pluto, remember, Mercury just moved into Taurus, Pluto's in Aquarius, so there is that, fixed sign energy, but this is just a day where you could have like a conversation that gets a little like, a little just like maybe intense, someone power trippy around this time, some authority figure. Just be cool, just nod, smile it off, do your Miss America way, like your Miss Universe wave, let karma work as magic. Now, the other thing that could happen around this day, Mercury squaring Pluto, is that you could just do a lot of like deep introspective thinking. Like, really, remember, Mercury is all about communication, thought, logic, thinking. So it could just be you going really deep this day to remember, work on do some shadow work. Remember, you got the moon in the root of your spread and the 5. So there could be you just going really deep, and that's when you recognize, okay, I gotta let this go. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna let this go. So Saturday and the day after, the big day, the sun conjuncting Jupiter, luckiest day of the year, the happiest day, very optimistic. It's all about enthusiasm, vitality, growth, expansion. I mean, this is a huge day. And then remember what I said, the same day Venus will conjunct Uranus. This is that day where it's like a sliding doors moment where you could just meet your soulmate. It's like you reaching for the dark chocolates at Trader Joe's at the same time someone else does, and there's your sliding doors moment where you meet your soulmate. Because remember, Uranus, the unexpected. We're talking about Venus here too. Okay, so remember, Venus is also money too. You just don't know. This is definitely like being at the right place at the right time energy as well. Like, and again, breakthroughs. I love this. There's some breakthroughs that are happening. Remember, Venus is in her domicile. Venus is in Taurus at this time. So again, this is just absolutely amazing. And the next time Venus conjuncts Uranus is not until July 4th, actually, 2025. So again, another rare once a year aspect. Now on Sunday, Sun sextiling Neptune. We'll talk about this more in the weekly reading. This is just so nice. This is absolutely nice. Just know that this is a day where compassion is so heightened all around you. This is like, this is that day where you just like, like I've got your back, you've got my back. There's this sense of I just love this day. Even your intuition could be very heightened around this time. I love this day for you. I absolutely love this day for you. And this aspect not happening until 2025. Like, again, another rare, take advantage, especially if you're an artist, especially this is just so much imagination. All right. I love this. And again, we'll talk about it more in the weekly reading. So let's see what's going on for you, Libra, for the second week of May. And you've got the 3 of Cups. Look at you go. So yeah, you got a lot to celebrate. Obviously, you're definitely going to have You're good. You're absolutely. It's your. You said 3 of Cups. There you go. There you go. Absolutely love this for you. Could be something with career, by the way. Something with work. That may be happening for you around this time. You may be feeling that. 3 of Cups is definitely like celebration. And remember, I said that there is that sense of like, I got your back, you got my back. There you go. I mean, you see the 3 sisters toasting each other. So you're good. You're absolutely good. There's got to be something, to celebrate. If not life itself, just this feel good. It feels good to feel good. But again, a lot of family energy too. When I say family, it can be like your squad, your friends. And in fact, this card is attributed to attributed to Cancer. So again, there is that Cancer does rule your 10th house of career. So there could be something there that you're celebrating as well. But it's just such a joyful card. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm excited now. Where are we? The third week of May. So we kick it off on that Monday, May 20th. Sun moves into Gemini. We officially enter Gemini season. You're going to start feeling a lot of movement in terms of spirituality, and just a lot of it's a very social aspect, by the way. So you could be very like in your element, being very social. You are a fellow air sign like Gemini, okay, and Aquarius. So a lot of mental like stimulation happening, a lot of conversations, a lot of communication is going to be a big theme. So we're officially in Gemini season, and you may feel like very self-expressive too. Now on May 22nd, the Sun trines Pluto. Oh my goodness. This is like, talk about transformation. This is like having that inner transformation and shining. Just shining. This is just really, really beautiful. Think about that depth that I was talking about that Pluto brings. Like this is like the Sun trining Pluto. Okay. So I absolutely love this aspect. It is, think about a flashlight. Think about the sun, like this flashlight just into a well, into like, just think of the Goonies finding that treasure ship. That's what this is. And it comes out of that cave thing, whatever it is. Anyway, this is just like, it's a lot of empowerment energy too. This is a day to remember, okay? And it really helps. This is an aspect that really helps, like with relationships with people in power and authorities, and a lot of you just like really powering up. Now on Thursday, and what I love about that, by the way, remember the Sun's in Gemini, Pluto's in Aquarius, okay? So your two BFFs there, but right? So a lot of air energy there. Now on May 23rd, the full moon in Sagittarius. Again, I love this full moon. This is a rare day. This is a rare day. All right. Venus moves into Gemini, and then Venus conjuncts Jupiter. Obviously, we'll talk about this more in the weekly reading. Venus conjuncting Jupiter, one of the best days of the year. It is the 2 benefic planets getting together and making things happen for you. Venus exiling Neptune, as well as Jupiter exiling Neptune. That we will definitely talk about more in the weekly reading. This is when around this time, you're going to feel this big, huge burst of this spiritual enlightenment. I absolutely love this for you. Okay. And then on Saturday, May 25th, Jupiter officially moves into Gemini. We'll talk about this more in the weekly reading. This is the first time in 12 years Jupiter has been in Gemini. So you're going to have so much luck and expansion and growth and prosperity in your, in terms of your intuition and spirituality and, even education and travel. There's so much here that's happening for you. So much happening for you. I really love this. You're definitely going to feel a big shift. Okay. You're going to feel a huge shift. And of course you're going to feel this a lot because again, it is your BFF, fellow air sign here. So definitely a lot of you being in your element, being very curious about things as well, and very stimulated, mentally stimulated. It's I say it's all smarts. It's book smart, street smart, it's smart. And that's another thing, by the way, you may notice, and I want you to pay attention. I feel like you will because you're going to be in your intuitive era. But pay attention to the fact that, remember, Jupiter in Gemini, Sun in Gemini, Venus in Gemini, the twin, you're going to see things coming in twos, like 2 opportunities here, 2 opportunities. So it's going to be very interesting. So I want you to pay attention to that. So let's see what's going on for you. Does anybody have Jupiter in Gemini? I'm just curious. I have Jupiter in Gemini in my chart, so I'm excited. That's my Jupiter return. But anyway, let's see what's going on. Oh, and then Venus trine Pluto that same day. Wow. All right. So this is just that passion. I love this aspect. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you for the third week of May. Ten of Swords. All right, so this is definitely, remember, you have the Moon and the Five of Pentacles here coming up through the Five of Swords here. So there you go, Ten of Swords. There is that surrender. There's that, this is done. This is done. Let it go. I've done that, introspection, that deep reflection. And even on a mental level, there is going to be a sense of now, this is the card of New Dawn. So it looks grim. And yeah, sure, there could be a point where there's a lot of mental stimulation. You being in your head a lot around this time. Remember, Pluto in Aquarius doing all these conjunctions, and then Jupiter, the Sun, Venus, all in and Mercury about to join too at next month. But all these planets in Gemini, like a Coachella concert. Anyway, it is going to be a lot of mental stimulation. Swords are the mental suit. So there is going to be this sense of like a lot coming at you. But remember, 10 is the end of the suit. So this is the end of this cycle. And this is the card of New Dawn. Those dark clouds are clearing to let that sun through. All right. So consider this as a moment to really go within and to really, anything that you're just like, okay, I do not want to bring this into this next chapter in my life. I'm overthinking this. I'm overanalyzing this. There's could have been some things that have happened where I felt betrayed and things that, I'm still, hard on myself, right? I'm still hard on myself. It's time to come to terms with those things and leave those feelings and in the past, all right? And time to move forward because you have a lot to look forward to. All right, so let's see what's going on for you. Do you want me? I'll clarify that for you too. I'll clarify that for you. See, just to give you a little clarification for the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay, yeah. So there is going to be something where you're going to have to, it's energy. Okay. Remember I talked about that. So this is vibrating at a higher frequency because the 4 of Cups is really just like challenge. I say it's always like a test. It's testing your gratitude because you see him sitting here with 3 cups, 4th cup offered by the hand of spirit. He's got his arms crossed. He's like, what, really? So it's really, having that moment to see the beauty in things and enjoy life and just really have that gratitude, appreciate the things that you do have in your life and really do that that introspection. Remember, this is going to be a very transformative month for you. So those are those feelings that you want to be like, okay, I really am in touch with my superconscious. I really am in touch with my higher self. I really love everything that's happening for me and the direction that I'm going because that is exactly what, like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So it definitely is saying that you are definitely looking for this big transformation. Again, remember you have the Hangman in your crown. So the third week, you may really do that work. Okay. But you're going to come out on top of the King of Wands, someone who is, by the way, the most the transformative king. He does have the salamander at his foot. You see the Ouroboros in his throne. So a lot of here that hint toward transformation. Okay. But this is all about your passions, even career related matters, just really feeling that passionate energy, and really harnessing it too. Okay. So now the last week, okay, Libra, Mercury's very active and it's, May 27th, Mercury sextile Saturn. So this is it's a great day having a conversation that has legs to it, that really, sustains. Remember there's that structure, stability, long-term energy, even the way that you're thinking about things, processing things. Now on May 30th, Mercury conjuncts Uranus. This is absolutely amazing. This is having that mental breakthrough. This is having, even getting surprising news around this time. Maybe you giving surprising news, just unexpected news. You could be getting messages around this time that come out of nowhere that you're like, whoa, that's really amazing. So I really, really love this. And this is another, it's only happening this year. Okay. So another one, so just rare. Okay. Rare happening this month. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of May. Okay. So, yeah, you're good. You got the King of Pentacles, Yeah. So I'm like speechless. Libra, come on. King of Pentacles with the King of Wands. Like you're really moving. So definitely money stuff, definitely work stuff, definitely shifts in that area for sure. There's this leadership energy, maternal energy too with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. But you see, you got the pair here, the Queen and the King of Pentacles. You got the 9 and the 10 of Cups. You got the 3. I mean, like you're good. There is again, but just you doing that work, okay? Doing that work, that spiritual work, that intuitive work, just really, really having that transformation that you're seeking, okay? And really moving forward with it because you see that you're moving into this very auspicious new chapter of your life. That's really amazing. So Libra, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me. What's going on, Libra Nation? Next week, by the way, we will do we'll go deeper into these aspects. Yeah, we'll go deeper into these aspects. Libra, thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye bye.